Hello and welcome to my screencast on the Lightning Conductor 2010 web part. In this screencast we're just going to have a quick introduction into some of the main features of the web part and how it can be used to aggregate content from across site collections and also across web applications. The web part is very simple to use. The first thing you need to do is add the web part to the page, and then from that point onwards we hit the drop down link and choose Configure Lightning Conductor 2010. A Silverlight style dialog will appear, which displays a few choices on the first page. This is step 1 of configuring the Lightning Conductor web part. You'll notice that you have a choice of engine providers. At the moment there's only the choice of using the object model Rollup engine provider, although in the future we will be also using search as an engine provider. You may configure your display. So you can either use the SP grid view, which is very easy to configure, allows us to select multiple columns and apply sorting, filtering and so on, or you may also select the XSL style provider. We have some XSL styles for you to use, but should you wish to completely change the look and feel of the results to suit perhaps some custom branding that you've had created for your SharePoint environment, you may also create your own XSL files and upload those to the style gallery. Another option is to change the refreshing interval, and finally we can also show statistic data if you want to see how quick the web part is at aggregating the content. When we choose next, you'll notice that we can choose where we want to aggregate the content from, and the choices are: we can show items from the entire farm, we can show items from multiple web applications, from multiple site collections, or multiple sites, multiple lists. Choosing the source is very simple. Notice if we choose multiple web applications, then we'll have a choice of web applications that we can aggregate from. If we choose multiple site collections, then we can expand each web application and select the site collection that we want to include from the tree view. We also have the option to aggregate from multiple sites. So now we can actually pick and choose the sites that we want to aggregate from, once again from the tree view, and just basically simply put a tick next to the sites that we want to include. So for this example, I'm going to aggregate content from the entire farm. Another option that we have is to actually choose the list that contains the column set that we want to use. If we're going to be aggregating from multiple lists and each list perhaps has different columns, then the default is to only display the columns that are common in every single list. So if we want to be specific about which list we want the column set from, then we can use a tree view to navigate to that list. The next thing I'm going to do is just simply choose tasks as the list type that I want to aggregate from. We may also filter further by content types if we wish, and other things include the ability to enable audience targeting or limit the number of items returned. The third and final page allows me to select the columns that I want to display. So as I scroll down, I'm going to choose the title column. Notice that there's several title columns. There are actually several title columns within each list. This one, as we hover over it, you can see is called link title. I'm also going to display the status, the start date, and the priority. They're the columns that I want from my task lists. Now we can order these in whatever order we want, and we can also choose the formatting for each column so we can specify exactly how it's going to display. I'm also going to set up my pagination, so I'm going to show 5 items at any one time. And note some other options include the ability to show the grid header. We can show the sub menu on the title column. We can also show document icons, and also we can hide filtering controls from other users. That means that we can go and filter the options from within the web part and then hide the filter toolbar to stop our users from changing the filters. The last thing to do is just hit finish or complete, and as we do that, you'll notice that we now get content aggregated from the entire farm and displayed inside the Lightning Conductor 2010 web part. Okay, many thanks for watching the screencast.